Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
You can see the riding on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
In the driveway, is a yes range. Cause the time through the climb like we fight the world. Middle of the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta go back, switch on, you can go easy, obtain. And you make all the things by lines, got the world, built to drive, yeah. Build a seed with the neck. Just gotta break down that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, you can still go. Go, 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 go.
It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live life on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt to all you got and save
But
it.
even I can change you. Put the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push it back, start again. Open it up and finally explore everything that you got, you can never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer.
Live at the Pink Table Talk, and today's topic is dating the Lori Harvey way. Everybody has an opinion on it. So much to say. I'm seeing just so much out there. I'm gonna read a couple of things that I find. Hopefully y'all like my Pink Table Talk area. I really don't know how it's gonna work with these ladies that I'm about to bring up, so y'all bear with me as I get my things adjusted on my end to make sure that it works out right. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and bring these ladies up. It's your girl Tony Dominique, the podcaster that also games. After this conversation, I am gonna ask y'all a few questions, so y'all, work with me, help me. I want to give y'all the content that y'all want to have. So yeah, it's finna be a whole vibe. Let's go ahead and bring these ladies in. Let's see, did I get them? Admit all of them. Y'all know I'll never know what I'm doing. Y'all know I never know what I'm doing. All right, so we got Elo in the building. All right, and we got Larissa connecting. Hey.
Hi. I feel like I'm just like, I don't know, sliding. How you doing?
I'm good. Larissa, are you there? Can we get a visual?
Oof. Let me see. I'm trying to place this. There we go.
There she go. How you doing, girls?
Hello.
How y'all doing? Let me see
Turn this up.
if I
It's
can.
all the way up. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna have to leave it at this because I need to make
Is it okay if I
sure.
have my wine?
Oh yeah, by all means, drink a glass of wine. I got a little glass of me too.
This conversation calls for some liqueur.
By all means, drink your wine. Let me see if I'm supposed to. I feel like I'm gonna mess this up, y'all. Oh no. Oh, I did it right. Anybody who knows me out in the chat, y'all know I am technology challenged. I will jack some stuff up, okay? And we'll jack some stuff up, like, in a major way. And I don't even know why I be jacking stuff up like that. Like, don't
okay.
know why. I be
It
trying.
is okay.
I be trying so hard. All right, y'all. Everybody out there on Twitch, and if you're watching on TonyDominique.net, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I have my girls here, Larissa and Elo, in the building, and we got a conversation like I was telling y'all before I brought them up. Lori Harvey. everybody has so much to say about the Lori Harvey. Some people, you know, on the table, they on the good side. I'm not gonna say the good side. I'm not gonna pick a side yet. But they on the side where they're like, you know what, she's young, she's doing her, she's living her best life, and she should. Then you got some people that's saying, girls, she is for the streets. You know what I'm saying? She be jumping from man to man to man to man to man. And I was out on the good social media, and I found a few conversations out there that was like, ooh, this how y'all really feel. So what I'm going to do, ladies, is I'm going to put a few of these conversations on the table, okay? And then we're just going to first address them one by one. And then we're going to tell how we feel, okay? But first, before we even do any of that, we're going to introduce y'all to the world. So, Miss Elo, give them a quick little synopsis of who you are and what you do.
Hey, everybody. I am Elo. I am an actress, an entertainer, voice artist, and host of my own podcast, All Out Necessity. So, yeah, that's what I do. Make people laugh all day, pretty much.
All right. And Miss Larissa, tell them who you are and what you do.
Larissa, a local Atlanta eatery.
Oh, I can't hear you.
You cannot hear me.
Well, it's breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Larissa. I am a local Atlanta eatery on TikTok, just trying to make it.
Yes, listen, because everybody's a foodie. Like, we all need to know. And if y'all ever see me do a food place on TikTok, Larissa probably told me to go there because I don't never know where to go to eat. Never do I ever know where to go to eat. So, yeah, like, boom. All right, first, as I was scrolling the good social media, this is one comment that I came upon, and I'm like, woo. All right, first one. It is, what is y'all's definition of dating? The men's, quote unquote, don't think that the Harvey girl is doing what the Harvey girl is doing is dating. They think she is for the streets. How? She's 25 and not going out having babies with everyone she's dated. She's tried it. It didn't work out. She moved forward. Thoughts? Do y'all agree with this particular commentary?
I will say this. She's doing what the men do. So she's dating as a man. I feel she's doing it the correct way, if you ask me. She's young. If by a year she hasn't decided on if she want to keep her or not, she has the option to leave. She is the daughter of act like a lady, think like a man. So with psychology and an expert behind everything that your father knows, yeah, she's doing what she's supposed to do.
I think at the age of 25, it's about having fun. The expectation of her to marry someone at 25 is a little far range. I mean, who remembers 25 to begin with? So if she wants to be 25 and date like essentially her father said to date, then she's doing what her daddy told her to do. He just told it to a man, and she took the advice as a woman.
Now, everybody, let's be clear. Everybody out there listening, let's be clear, okay? Lori Harvey is very much 25, but let's also bring to the table that Michael B is 35. There's a 10-year difference between the two of them. And if you think about your 20s and your 30s, what you did in your 20s and what you wanted in your 20s, usually, I'm going to say usually because some people don't grow up, usually is not what you decide that you want 10 years later. And if so, even if it is, it tends to evolve in a different type of way. So let's just put that on the table, because I'm noticing that everybody that's addressing the conversation isn't addressing the 10-year difference between the two. Like, It's
Well, I didn't know it was a 10-year difference, but now that you mention it, he was definitely probably not the appropriate person for what she's wanting, which is to just live life.
right.
If
Michael
he's
B is
looking to
very much
settle
not in his
down,
30s. I mean,
hmm,
Lori's definitely not in her 30s, and Michael B is definitely not in his 20s.
okay, so yeah, if he's looking to settle down, probably ain't got it right now. At least not for her. I mean, look at her. Just look at her exes. They've all been older. So what does that tell you?
She looking for a sugar daddy. She looking for a good time, honey.
She went from Diddy's son to Diddy. Yeah, you kind of gotta figure out like, hey, is this something I want to play with? I'm jumping out the pan into the fire. Like what is the expectation as the man jumping into the situation? Like she 25, she done been with her at 25, well at least up to 25. She ain't even lived half her life yet. So
Right, because we're assuming she wasn't doing this while she was a kid.
exactly.
Why
I
she
just want to
was?
know what he thought made him different. Like, what made him propose knowing her history? I mean, her history has always been publicized. So, what made him think that he was so different to even propose?
Being a
Now,
good guy.
my biggest thing is that nobody knows what one, they've only dated 1 year. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows what happens in that year besides they seeing him spoil her and the pictures of ooh, hashtag relationship goals, love, love, love. Like I think everybody got so invested on what the media showed us or what they showed us was going on. We don't know what's like happening behind the scenes or what they're talking about or how deep they want it to go or whatever. She may have told him, you know what, I'm really not trying to do that yet. He might be like, nah, come on, let's figure this out. Like we don't know, cause I mean that happens sometimes. You tell
Yeah.
somebody you don't want something, and they be like, well, we should do it
They
anyway.
try to make you, yeah.
Right?
They
Like
try to
we
make
don't know. I had a discussion earlier. This man, like, and I play the devil's advocate a lot because I'm on the side of we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We're all everybody is assuming and speculating. So this man earlier was like, she's for the street, she's a hoe, she, doing this, that, and the third. And I was like, how do we know? And he's like, well, she's been sleeping with all these men super fast. Again, how do we
How do we
know?
know?
Not one thing out there says she slept with each and every man. Now she could have. It's very, 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 very possible that she could have slept with each and every single person. But there's nothing that says, hey, they out here sleeping with her. And she's not dating them super long. So it's trial. When you out dating, that means the second you dating somebody, whether it's 6 months or a year, you just out here like, boom, 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 let me get it. No, not everybody is sleeping with everybody they meet. Now, I also think that they're not realizing that they're playing on a different financial game. Usually the men that are having the conversation aren't in the financial space that these people she is dating in. So when they look at, oh, well, they're buying her this extravagant vacation and all these roses. Well, honey, it's no difference than you on your budget buying a dinner or some
absolutely.
flowers. You know what I'm saying? They live on a different budget. So buying her an extravagant vacation is a steak dinner at Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying to them? Like it's not hurting their pockets to the extreme. Michael B, I think, is worth 25 million. His
Yeah.
net worth.
I think to address the issue of her being for the streets is not necessarily fair in regards to how many women men have sex with alone in a week versus her just being with one person for six
At
months
a
to a year.
time.
So it's not even the fact of her cheating on them. It's just her being with one person for a short period of time or a period of time, and then she chooses something else. That doesn't make her a hoe. That doesn't make her for the street. That just means she changed her mind, which most men won't even admit to doing. They'll be in situations and lead people on instead of just cutting it the way she cut it. So
Right.
I don't
And then
agree
they
with her
lead to
being for the
that
streets at
cheating
all.
space. They lead to that cheating space and then be like,
Yeah.
well, I wasn't happy or I wanted something different, but I didn't want to let it go. Honey, Lori Harvey's doing it to me the right way. You date, you see how it is, and then if you don't like it or it changes into something you ain't really want it to be, you exit stage left. You exit stage left and you find something else. And the determination of how fast you find that something else makes no difference. Once it's over, if the next day you find somebody that's for you, then or that you have some interest in, you have the right to do that. And that's whether you're Lori Harvey, whether you Elo, Larissa, or Tony. If we break up today, what I do tomorrow is not your concern.
It's my business. What I do tonight is my business. As soon as I put the nail in the coffin, baby, I'm new me.
All right, we got another commentary from the good old social media with everybody who got something to say. It says, y'all are confusing. When Michael B. Jordan was doing the most and giving Lori the world, y'all was like, goals. That's a real man. He knows her worth, etc. But then she denies his marriage proposal, and y'all are okay with that? So you are cool with a woman getting the treatment of a wife, being courted and loved like one, but if she isn't ready to commit her life, then she should just accept it. That's toxic. Michael B was in it for what's real, and she was in it for attention. Don't be narrow-minded, ladies. If you raise your son to be like this type of man, and this happened to him, y'all would feel some type of way. Lori Harvey just created a whole savage. Again, gonna have to disagree. You're supposed to treat a person and court a person and date a person. That's a part of the process.
I'm gonna say this. Being that he's the more mature and he's been on Earth longer than she has, and he pretty much knows how it goes. I'm pretty sure he's seen signs where she looked or felt or even said she wasn't ready for nothing that serious. I'm pretty sure he saw it. We all see the signs. We just choose to ignore them. Now, again, they have a lot of factors that was influencing their relationship, i.e. media, publicity, families. Oh, y'all look so cute. You know how I go, even on our level. So just imagine him like, man, this would be like something nice to just do. Like, I enjoy her company, the blah, 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 the whole shebang. I feel like I can be this person for her. But I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way, she wasn't being that person for him. But he was trying to show her that I could be. But that's the whole courting process. Show your cards. See if it's something that, the other person really want to do. And if it's not, it's no harm to you. You're a good guy because you're a good guy. It's not because, she made you this. You wanted to do this because that's who you are. And it turning into her being a savage, I really don't understand why it's looked at that much. I know why. It's that Jada Pinkett shit. Language. But it is. It's like that whole aura of you could do so much for a woman and she's still not, give you what you need. She still not love you properly. So now it's just kind of like, oh, she's trash, but we don't know what his end of it was. Although he's presenting, I want to be your husband, who knows what's on the other side of why she said no. Like, it's just so many factors that influence the relationship, I feel.
All right, so very true.
I would sum up to say that he, for the most part, is kind of a hidden person. So again, we don't know what he did to her or if she's in agreement or on that level. I think at the age of 35, he should have been able to better read. Usually at about 6 months, you can tell if somebody is like going where you're going or not going where you're going. So I think he knew it could have been a publicity stunt for him to get the line that he's getting. Maybe he has messed up and he knew some things were about to come out, so he wanted to frame himself as the good boy. Maybe he did some things that did not come out and we don't know what he did, so that's why she said no.
Absolutely.
We don't know. But I feel like
it's all on her right now. Yeah.
Let's also not forget to put on the table that it could just have been that he was having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing about, and I know because I'm one of them, sometimes we just like to have fun in a good way. You know what I'm saying? We come in it and we want to have fun, and men too, but I'm only speaking about women because that's the only thing I've ever been in my life. But women, we come in, we want to have a good time. You know, your energy is great because, you know, everybody is on energy and vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's great. We've connected on that. We're having a good time. You know, we're partying. We like to travel. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to do the normal basic things that individuals want to do, and we so happen to like doing them with you because you're fun. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes in that space of we're just having fun, somebody catches a deeper feeling than the other person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wait a minute, like, I mean, I like you too, you cool, but can we just keep having fun? Like, what's wrong with the space that we in of fun? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Michael B look like he a lot of fun. Michael B, if you got some time, I'm available. I am over 35 and I'm ready for marriage.
I had already put my two notices in.
I know, yes, you already hit
my
the
girl,
DMs.
but I will fight over Michael.
Listen, I'm not gonna fight. I'm going to let him choose willingly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fight.
I'll fight.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. Cause I mean, there's so many people that I have on my list. You know, there's Drake. Drake, if you out there, hello. There's even Nick Cannon. You know what I'm saying? He's out here rolling out kids.
Listen,
Nick, I need a baby bag too. Nick,
you talking about vasectomies? Don't have one before you see me.
Listen, I need a baby bag. Just trying to tell you.
401 Cannon, okay? That's what we
401 Cannon. Yes, 401 Cannon. Larissa like,
No. That's too many females to deal with outside of myself.
But it's not. Mariah Carey deals with not one.
That's what I'm saying. They
Not
don't deal with each
one.
other like that. They got too much money to be even concerned.
Listen, I'm gonna be on a Mariah Carey status. Like, you can get these kids when you're ready. They can go see their sisters and brothers, and then I'll have my free time, and then bring them back when y'all done.
Exactly.
Like,
it's just a matter of, are you worth more alive or dead at this point?
Probably nothing, because his estate is so filled with so many people. It's spread thin.
Listen.
Nick got some money.
Listen. It. I'm just trying to let y'all really, really know. Like, Nick. Everybody don't appreciate Nick for who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He's like, silly. Y'all don't see him serious. But Nick is out here working hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nick is out here really, really putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He put out one of those Ken doll videos where he working out, and we're gonna have a conversation. Like, Nick Cannon, don't sleep on Nick Cannon now. Okay.
Absolutely.
Don't sleep on him.
Absolutely.
At all. Whatsoever.
Telling you.
This about them breaking poor. Yes. So we got people in the chat. Welcome, John. This about them breaking poor Michael B. Jordan's heart. How could she, Lori? How could she? But did she break his heart? Michael B. has not presented him his commentary to the chat. Right now, it's just a bunch.
What if she's heartbroken and she couldn't do anything but leave? Like, what if that's the case? Why is it always her just being a savage? Like, look at who she's dated in the past, and apparently, seemingly, Michael B. is considered the good type versus Future and P. Diddy and all the other ones. Now here she on the Jack Harlow, which kudos if he got the bag for it, but I feel like, why is it only him hurting? She had a year invested too, whether it was just for fun or not.
So just what you said, he said Michael B. is innocent. Michael B. Jordan was her Russell Wilson, and she folded. What if she not looking for Russell Wilson yet?
What if Russell Wilson's not that good?
And what if he not? I think he is, but he might not be. You know what I'm saying? And he may be just specifically for Sierra. You know what I'm saying? Blasphemy. I'm just saying, like, everybody has somebody for them. You need a man out of that. You need a man on that panel. I mean, listen, John, if you want to pull up, I'll send you the link and you are more than welcome to join the conversation. You want to join the conversation? Oh, you multitasking. See? You present the idea. You let him.
Listen, it's okay. It's 3-1. He don't want to get on this one.
Listen, Michael. So Michael B. The thing is, Michael B. has not said anything.
And
Hey,
I don't
Amir.
think he will. I think it's best if he do not. Kind of like Will. Just be in the hideout for a minute. Don't say nothing. Just let it try to pass its own self. Because as a real man, honestly, it's more commendable and honorable if you just don't say nothing. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that position. With 3-on-1, I cannot. Not Amir, she did him dirty. Did she? Did she really? Oh my goodness,
I think
the
he
child
a little
feeling
bit
some
in
type
his
of.
feelings because he don't know neither one of them.
Listen, and you know what? There was a small report out that said that they are both hurting. So again, we don't know what happened between the two of them that made them decide that, or made her decide. And right now we're hearing, Lori Harvey was the one that split, but that could just be for, the papers, the ads, the clicks, the clickbait. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't know.
Right. Because look what happened with Devon and Megan. Because he divorced her, all the negative energy went towards her. Like, what did she do? Oh my God, was she like cheating? Was she like too exposed for his
liking, his career choice,
lifestyle and stuff like that? Like, he just made a decision for his family. Like, I'm pretty sure that was hard. The man was off the internet for a whole half a year. I don't know how long we're gonna be gone. Pray he come back.
Will wasn't gone that long. Will came back, but he was out the country. He popped in right quick, out the country doing mission work. So he might be he might be finding himself. It was like a couple of I want to say like a couple of weeks back. He posted about him being, I don't even want to say the wrong place, but like a Africa type, India type place where he was, out doing some mission work.
His little third eye. I'm telling you, just do something. But when you come back, sign them divorce papers.
Say that again, Larissa.
I said, regardless of where they are, if they're not embarrassed, they can reach out and say, "Hey, I'm alive." So he's embarrassed just as Michael B. Jordan is.
Oh, okay. So John said Will was filming this TV series. That's why he was abroad doing mission work.
His phone work.
Okay.
Right.
You can buy an international plan.
He can't be at her lake just yet. Okay, it's too dangerous.
Listen, and you know what? Like you said, John, the media just be telling us whatever. And we roll with it because, again, that good clickbait. But at the end of the day, whether it's Will and Jada, whether it's Michael B. and Lori, or whether it's Miami and Diddy, because they got a little buzz going on too right now.
Honey, and he the first guest on her podcast, child. I gotta watch that.
That's why she did it like that. Everybody finna tune in. Her ratings about to be off.
On his okay. So here's the thing. Let me just interject this real quick. It's on his streaming his station Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
They talking. What if that goes sour? What's gonna happen with her podcast? And she's a city girl, so I know if it gets ratchet, it's gonna get ratchet. So what's gonna happen when the business have to be separated from the personal? Like, I feel like, that's still going a little bit too far for me. At least too fast, because like if we're gonna do business, we're gonna do business. But mixing business and pleasure is a little bit messy.
Okay, so we got Elo's hairstylist giving yes.
My little pigtails.
I cannot. Oh my God. Okay, so back to the topic at hand. We got another person out on the good social media who got something to say. Mixing business and pleasure is my forte. Shout out to Joy Over Money. You better have a shameless plug, John. Shameless plug. But I think it can work. It just depends on where Diddy's state of mind is.
Yeah.
And how he really works. And I think, for Diddy being Diddy, he probably can work in business separated from, because you know Diddy, his name be on it, but he don't really do the work. He just be like, that's mine, let them other people deal with it. So at the end of the day, the other people gonna be dealing with her, not him directly. So we got Lori Harvey wasted Michael B's time, but women ain't gonna speak on that. Do we feel his time was wasted?
They both were in it. Why would she waste his time when if she's considering herself more valuable in the asset in the situation and the prize, if you will, why should she feel like she's wasting his time when she could have anybody she want?
Women's
That
time
doesn't
have
make
been
sense.
wasted for years. I feel like she did one for us, honestly.
Yeah,
Like, she gave us one, a one up.
yeah,
I mean, look at all the 20-year fiancés, living girlfriends with no last name change, no rings. The baby mamas, for lack of better language. Baby mamas been done it for what, 18 years?
absolutely,
She got a point for us. That's
absolutely.
all I can say.
So I did see something out there that said men are just mad that we got our female future.
Yeah.
No, we don't have a female future yet because she ain't got no babies. Future one dropping off the babies.
And that's another topic. She literally has no kids. Y'all done threw her to the street. She,
Yeah,
whether she's sleeping or not, she is being very careful with her body and the
very
choices that she's
responsible.
making. And she
Yeah,
ain't got no kids.
absolutely. And I'm pretty sure Future still regret that. Like, dang, I ain't got her pregnant. Like, I feel like that's a one up on him because he wasn't able to do that with her. So,
I
but
can
yeah,
see that.
I feel like she's not a female Future because she ain't had no babies. It's
She
not the
could be in
same
the
thing.
business of fixing a flat.
Say that again.
She could be in the business of fixing a quote unquote flat.
That's true.
She
What?
has more accessibility than the average black woman. So who knows? I mean, some countries do things that the states won't do.
That's true.
It's quite easier
Okay.
for her to get on a jet and go and fix her flat than it is for me. So we
Okay.
don't know.
John says, well, she can't do the same as Future because he have babies and roll out. She can't do that or she done. Okay. That's true.
I can agree.
That's
Yeah.
true. Unless she just dropped the babies off to her mama, but her mama probably ain't finna watch no kids.
Her
No, I
mama could
think
be
I
having the
think
hot girl summer she having. We don't know.
I think once you have a kid, I think it'll slow down. I think the fellas will be like, all right, all right, she's stretched. We can go ahead and move on. Like it's just right now, a lot of men. That's the idea. It's kind of like a Marilyn Monroe. Well, I want to bring this up a little bit later, I guess, in the conversation, but it's kind of like Marilyn Monroe, like the psychology of a seductress. You got to think about I'm here for pleasure, for your pleasure, not necessarily trying to be tied down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the ideal that every man like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, this and that. Oh, you mean to tell me Future had her and he lost her? Oh, I'm next. Like it's something about that idea that Lori is the perfect kind of like a Holly Berry. Like that's the new ideal for that
Right.
status of a woman.
One of those catch me if you can, like everybody trying to catch her. Let me
Yes.
catch her. Let me catch her. Let me put my
Right.
points in the
I'll
bucket.
be the one to tame her. Okay.
Keep trying. Keep trying. All right, so we got, and this is coming from a lady. I didn't mention whether the other ones was lady and men, but I felt the need to mention this one because it was interesting to me. And it says, we live in a generation that thinks 25 is too young to get married and settle down. This generation raises young women to live their best life and waste their prime years hopping from bars to clubs and from relationship to relationship. The young generation of women value their independency, career, money, nice clothes, and attention over family. They don't swallow this hard pill until they're 40 plus, with no husband and no kids to carry their legacy. Lori Harvey represents the ideal of our generation, young, beautiful, successful, with no sense of pride in the true meaning of life, relationships. Prayerfully, she'll be aligned with the right mentors that can help her realize the truth. And the reason I wanted to mention this for women is because so many of them have fought for independence. So to come at her in this manner was very like interesting to me.
I think her mom is her greatest mentor. I'm pretty sure she has had enough children, she has had enough experience, and she has been married. So I'm pretty sure she understands fully what she's doing. I don't see her in lack of anything. She's only 25. 25 is not the death sentence. It's not you're getting too old to have children. People are having kids at 40, 50 years old, 60 some even. So she got a good support system. I don't see how any of that is relative to her. The average 25-year-old, maybe, because she's not accessible like Lori, like on whatever level she's on. The average person doesn't meet qualified men as Lori do. So at the end of the day, it's not a real comparison versus me and saying, hey, I might meet a couple thousand men along my journey, but with her, it's selected, hand selected. It's not just everybody can just be like, that's Lori. We don't want her. She's 40. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the case when she's 25, 27, 30, 80, whatever. It's her family is known. She is on a different financial bracket. She's on a different social bracket. So at any rate, whenever she is ready, I'm pretty sure she knows how to make that decision. Just not Michael. They need to chill.
Listen, and I'm okay that it's not Michael. I just want to let y'all know I am very much okay that it's not Michael. I want to take a little moment break. Everybody that's watching, listening, checking it out, whether it's on Twitch or TonyDominique.net, we are having the discussion of dating the Lori Harvey way. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tony Dominique, the podcaster that also games. I have my friends here with me, Elo and Larissa. We're having a good conversation. Feel free, if you're on Twitch, to jump into the chat to have the conversation with us. Also, like to say happy 69 day. So hope y'all are getting some out there because Lori has moved on.
It's 69 day, child. Let me get off this phone.
Yes, it's National Sex Day. So, when y'all finish.
Golly, I'm about to miss it. How many more hours we got before midnight?
Not miss it. Listen, you got to hit them DMs with Michael again. I'm sure he's lonely.
Listen, I done told him I got 2 shoulders he can cry on.
Yes, John, National Sex Day.
Fact. So I want to throw in the fact that recently newscasts have broadcasted that marriage is just not a thing anymore. Unfortunately, you don't really find modern day marriages that are unfortunately working. So it's a little disheartening that they're pushing a 25-year-old woman into marriage, publicly. At 25, again, that's a lively time of your life. So you don't even know who you are at 25. So to have to sit down and learn who someone is at 25 and you're still trying to figure yourself out, basically marrying a man who has probably figured himself out. Now he has to coach you through that. I'm not even sure that would potentially work because at 25, you have a lot of growing to do where he's already grown. But the news say marriage is just not the thing anymore. They ran numbers for Vegas where everyone goes to get married. Even those numbers are down. So she could be opening up another side of the world to show that marriage is just.
Or her next partner might be a female. We don't know what's going on with Lori.
And it is Pride Month, so you never know. She might dibble and dabble.
We don't know.
Even
Judy
though I did
set the tone.
Who?
Judy and Brad.
Okay, you're right. Shout out to them. Their next season.
They said publicly set the tone.
Their next season is coming out. If y'all watch Brad Loves Judy, season 2, about to hit the streets. Shout out to them. Yes, thank you so much, Dan M2 Squared. Did I say that right? Thank you so much for the subscription. I love you.com. You are so awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you for your subscribe. I hate that. Oh, It ain't the shoulders he gonna cry on, if you feel me. Elo, that one was for you.
Hey, listen, I know. I'm just trying to keep it PG.
I hate that we know all about this already though. The most don't know what's going on in Africa, etc. Thank you, Danica. Shout out to you. You better. I didn't even notice that was you. Thank you, Danica. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, Danica was on last week's Pink Table Talk, y'all. Tear. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You are awesome.com. All right, y'all. So let's tell Elo I got some tears. I'm trying to release myself. Before there was a
you ain't Michael B, you might as well go and keep him.
Sorry, she only looking for Michael B status.
Listen, he's single right now. Once he get back in a relationship, I'll open up my DMs.
She don't want you blocking her favor.
Right, I got to wait on him first. I got to wait on his reply.
Listen, and if he do reply, listen. I just need a friend in the realm. That's all I need. You know, you can have Michael B, but having Michael B open some doors, so don't forget about the small people. Okay? Don't forget about the small people. Where are y'all all from? Sounds like a southerner podcast. Elo, where you from?
Miami.
Larissa, where you from?
The South.
Oh, it's Missouri.
Missouri and Miami. So does that make us a Southern podcast type thing right now?
I know I'm Southern. I'm the furthest south.
MIA. And Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri.
That's
Missouri's
the
Midwest.
So that ain't the South.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, I'm from California, but I was raised here in Georgia, so
Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to claim Cali, and I probably need to go over there. I need to get on a trip, trying to be on Larissa level. Larissa is our local Lori Harvey. I'm trying to be on her level.
I am the local Lori Harvey.
She's our local Lori Harvey.
How many years do I have on? I only have about 2 or 3 years on age-wise of Lori Harvey, but yes.
She will definitely book a flight, and if you are not what she feel at that moment, she will leave you. She will leave
Only
you.
child syndrome.
She will leave you. And you know what? Now that you say, I think I got that problem too, because like I've been every time I'm dating somebody, the people that know me always ask me all day, all night, like, y'all still together? Y'all still together? I'm like, dang, it's only been like 30 days. Why I gotta get asked every 30 days if I'm with somebody? And they tell me it's because I leave people fast, and I don't be thinking I be doing that.
Only child syndrome. We grew up talking to ourselves, playing by ourselves, living life by ourselves. So, unfortunately, it's easy to drop and go.
Child, that must be the middle child syndrome too, because I'm in the middle when I do that.
But, I was listening to, because, I've been scrolling all through social media, because this has been everywhere, and I was listening to a girl have a rant, and she said she wanted to take, I don't know how I felt about it. I allow her to, speak her piece, obviously, but she said that, she wanted to take accountability for her actions because, she was dating men and dropping them because she wasn't getting her way. And she said she had this man, that really cared about her. She was dating men that just wouldn't, her cup of tea. And then she had this one man that really cared, that she felt really cared about her and really wanted to be there for her and walk her through and be there and do all the things she's supposed to do in a relationship. But she said, but in the moments where she wasn't getting what she wanted, she was like, it's over. I'm done. I don't want you no more. And I'm like, I mean, is that a bad thing?
Okay. So it is a bad thing. Because why get in a situation if you only in it if you get your way? Like, you gotta compromise.
And that's what she was saying. And I want to be there. I want to be there too. I'm trying really hard to be there. Trying so hard.
I'll mature someday. Not today, though.
But I feel like I should be, mature enough, because I'm well over the Lori Harvey phase, but I ain't made it yet. I'm still childish.
I think all of us still have a part, especially being single. We still have a part that caters to us, and it's like, all right, do I really want to give 100% up? Just me. Um, at least that's how I feel, because I've had the conversations to where it's like, this ain't really what I want, and it's like, but you ain't gonna always get what you want, and but I feel like I should.
Right. Like, who wants to settle for less than what you want? I think that was my mindset. Again, God is still working on me. But, who wants to settle for less than what you want? And I think that's what Lori Harvey is doing, not settling for less than what she wants. If she's in a space, she want to have a good time, she want to do trips, that's why she dates the caliber of men she does, because she knows that going on trips, getting spoiled, everything, there's nothing for them. They do that for 4 or 5 women at a time if they want, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. It's pocket change. Mere morsels of crumbs on a plate, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it becomes not what you want, why can you not leave without being ridiculed?
Because of
Thank you for the
who we
alert,
Black
are.
John.
women have always stayed. Is she showing different?
Yeah, she's showing strength.
Lori Harvey didn't want to get married for a year and then get divorced. She didn't want to be Kim Kardashian. Let's just say that. Kim
Or
Kardashian
Megan
will marry, or who?
or Megan Good. You know what I'm saying? They separate that as well. I think for Megan Good, it was the
But they
possibility
were
that,
married for 10 years.
but I think that it was in that space of, hey, I'm here, I'm supporting you. He probably wanted kids, you know what I'm saying? He probably wanted her to move in her career, because she's, at the end of the day, she's still an actress. For me, they were very interestingly matched anyway. But now it's like, okay, we married. Now I want more. Well, I don't really want the more that you want.
Yeah,
We just having fun.
for sure. And she just produced that TV show, so I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it too, because it's a lot of stuff going on in that show.
Which TV show?
Um, what's the one that's on All Black?
Is it the P Valley?
No, it's the new one. I have to look it up, but I was like, oh, she produced it. Oh, so then I
Oh.
started putting two and two together, and I was like, that's definitely not. At least it don't look like if he's gonna be preaching one thing and she putting out something else.
But
What kind of
also,
conversation?
I like to put on the table that, why are we so in uproar when these people get together? Because when Minister Franklin met Megan, she was an actor and a very naked actress. You know what I'm saying? Because in all her shows, it's not one besides the ones where she was, young and a kid. Was she not trying to sleep with nobody? Was she not the sex symbol? Was she not very much got her body out like that?
So
You know what I'm
here,
saying?
so here's what he said in his book,
I ain't
and
read it, so
multiple
please get me
times he
together.
done, and multiple times he done interviews. I know, cause I was waiting on this divorce. Um, he said because he's well known in Hollywood, so he understands the atmosphere. He understands entertainment. So it's not like he was just a reverend and she was an entertainer and then they met. Like he understood exactly. He's a producer too. He's just a Christian producer, so he understands exactly what goes on. So when they met and they started to hang out, they started to have fun, and then they made this commitment to themselves because she was sexually active prior to him, and they wanted to keep everything pure. They made the commitment, which is why they wrote the little book about celibacy and not having sex until marriage, because they wanted to make sure it was real and not about sex. So I'm saying that because you can be around a person in completely different space and not think about what you do for a living. Because I've been there. Like you could be around you could have a great time with an ex-con. You could like it's just certain it's because of the person, not because of what they did or what
Mm-hmm.
they're doing. It's because of the person. So when you have chemistry, all of that is out the window. Now it's considered once you sit back and be like, can this really work? And so I'm pretty sure year after year it was progression and it was hard work because of the differences how they started out, but ultimately after a decade and it's still not going where he feels as head of household, as the minister, where it needs to go, he made the decision for his family, and that's where it is. But honestly, I feel like because he already knew entertainment and what comes with it, it wasn't that big of a deal because he was specifically a Christian versus, or he was a minister versus just a regular person.
Got you. So I want to bring something to the table that just came to my mind, that we had kind of tiptoed on to earlier. We talked about Diddy, for a quick second, and I want to really compare Diddy to Lori because essentially Diddy doing the same thing, and we not having that one conversation about it. He done moved from Lori to the city girl to the other girl, and also Kanye. Kanye done had 99 girlfriends within the year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let's separate the two. Kanye needs help.
It was
Diddy,
his fault until his mom died, though.
right. Diddy is on a whole nother, I'm a boss. I can have who I want. He's been doing it for years, so it's nothing new. Whatever Diddy's doing, he ain't been right since his ex left. So
Right.
that alone is just like, all right, I need company. I gotta fill this void. Not saying it's gonna be permanent. If he wants anything permanent, when you got that much money, you can buy people on the daily. It doesn't matter if you feel like you worth anything that is offered or presented. The fact is, you can buy who you want. So I feel like with men, it's always going to look different because that's the norm for men to rotate women and to keep it moving. And it don't be a big deal, which is why it's not like that. But for women, there's such a standard of, oh, that's not classy. You got too many men this month, or you got too many men this year, or you should have stayed and toughened it out. What's wrong with him? He doing everything right, blah blah blah. Like, no. I feel like Diddy, one, I don't think they're on the same level. Diddy been here for so long, and again, his son dated Lori. Y'all was hunching the same girl. Like, that alone just makes me even like, never. I would never. Diddy, I love you. I love what you did for the culture, but I would never. Like, I don't care how much money you throw at me, maybe a little billion. That might help me reconsider. But I feel like when you get to that, when you don't care that it was your son's ex and you did it anyway, it just puts you in a completely different realm for me. Like, all right, you just doing what you want to do because you got money.
What if Diddy is on the whole, I did my 20 years, now I need to find a way to stay relevant?
Okay.
This
I
is true.
gotta get a prom like woman to
Cause he
stay
like a young
loose
chick.
some kind of way. I mean, you turn on the radio, even on like the Backspin Throwback Fridays, his music never really comes up anymore. So he has to find some kind of way to stay in the light. Just like the show that we talked about earlier.
True.
He want to put her on there so that it drives views to that channel, right?
This
Because
is
if he
true.
get on there talking, I ain't listening to him. But if she get on talking, I might tune in and see what she got to
Right.
say. So
Right.
I think his could be let me find who I can find to stay relevant and stay in the news some kind of way, and then let me also sometimes use them or not use them, but use them to get my views or whatever I'm doing up to where it needs to be.
I feel like with that, because Diddy got like residuals. And I'm not just talking about from music. I'm talking about from producing, from his own liquor company, from whatever else he has his hand into. Revolt, the whole station is his. So it's like he has his hands in a lot of things. Um,
From
but
liquor to
publicly, like you
clothing.
said, I feel that it really is publicity when it comes to the women. You got to be relevant. You got to have something because now he done created the fucking Fridays. So it's like you gotta be in tune with what's relevant with social media, and what's relevant with social media is drama. So, and people like relationship shit.
Thank you so much for the lurk, JJ Boom. Y'all, everybody else who's tapping in and tuning in, we are talking about dating the Lori Harvey way. And essentially, that brings up some other conversations with some other people in the meeting that are dating either similar ways or their relationship is turning out to be, something interesting that we didn't expect. I'm Tony Dominique, the podcaster that also games. I got my friends here with me, Elo and Larissa. And yeah, that's what we doing today. That we doing today. So I want to ask. Oh, and also new people. Happy National 6'9" Day. Okay, National
Listen,
Sex
you got
Day.
about another 15 minutes before I have to start calling down my list so I can meet
You
this.
listen. You need to start texting them now so they can get their shower on and everything, and they'll be good and ready for when you.
How can I text when I'm on Zoom?
Oh, you using your phone? Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Actually, let me grab my laptop. I got my iMessage on my laptop.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be like, look, listen, about 25 minutes, I need you to be ready. Be
I should not be
ready.
drinking this wine. This is what's going on right now.
Listen, wind down, wind up, wind on, however you need to do.
Wine, baby, wine.
Whatever you need to do. John already said, you know what I'm saying? He got some tears he trying to release. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me go ahead and grab this laptop.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I want to ask, I really, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. I would love to have a sit down conversation with the Lori Harvey. Like, I would. But I really think that they're going to take a Beyonce and Jay-Z role where they just going to let the media just do what they want to do and they just going to continue on with their life. Because at some point, when you make so much money and also bring it to the table, like I told y'all, Michael B is worth about 25 million. Lori Harvey is worth about 1 million. Okay, her net worth according to the Forbes. Cause I be trying to Google people, cause I need to know at what levels I need to get on. You know what I'm saying? You got to set some goals, and I need to know what goals I need to be hitting. So if I can hit 1 million first, I'm good with that. Even though in this day and age, is 1 million really a lot of money right now?
No.
Like,
No.
so, and then you still got her, like, and I want to bring to the table also is that everybody is thinking like she is being you or she is using Michael B or any of these other men. Let's also keep on the table that Steve Harvey has openly admitted that he still takes care of all of his children. So she is not necessarily hurting, even though her net worth is 1 million. She's not necessarily hurting for a need to be taken care of because her daddy is still, yes, it's her stepdaddy, but he is still, he's been treating her like that was his child this whole time, and he is very much still taking care of.
She has a cosmetic line as well.
He's still taking care of his kids while she's doing her own business stuff. And that may be something to talk about too, because maybe he tired and he trying to get her off to somebody. Like, come on now. Go find you a man that can take care of you.
I don't know.
Steve Harvey, if there's an application, you can take care of me too. Like, I'm available for taking care of if you would like to add anybody, Mr. Steve Harvey. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very great goddaughter. I know you know what I'm saying? Is Steve Harvey old enough to be my daddy?
I don't even really need that. Yes. I just need you to put me on your show. I could be your host. You ain't got to be my daddy.
But what show? Didn't the Steve Harvey show get canceled? What show?
Radio show?
Oh, the radio.
Not the TV show's canceled, right?
Right. I was thinking the TV
show. No, he still do Family Feud.
No, he had the Steve Harvey show, like the Wendy show.
Oh, the Steve Harvey show. Yeah, I ain't talking about that. I was talking about the radio show. But he still do Family Feud.
You know what? Yes. Come on, Steve Harvey. Let me read the strawberry letter or something.
Listen.
I actually like the morning show though.
Me too.
When
It's
I catch
good.
it,
Start with inspirational stuff and yeah, it's lit.
nephew Tommy. Yeah,
Yeah. The pranks. I love the pranks.
but see me, I don't want to work, so I want to be in line for a child. I don't have to work.
Listen, and then you looked at me
That's
crazy when I
true.
said I wanted a kid back from Nick.
Listen, I told you I want to be on
I'm
the
tired
phone
of
with
working.
him too. I want to make sure I'm taken care of. Hey,
I'm tired. And you know what? So many people be like, "Oh, there they go, those type of women," and I get it, I understand, but listen, Lindas and Larrys. Sometimes you want to take a break. Just like, I mean, men always saying, "Well, we got to work all the time. We got to be the provider." Why? And I like to tell every man that always complaining about what women do, y'all set the standard. This world is built and constructed by a man's mind, okay? So whatever male feels some type of way about how women are moving, how we thinking, you made it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't create the world. Matter of fact, we had to fight for rights and, you know what I'm saying, trying to find our independence here in the good 2022. We are still trying to find our independence in a world where you have had it all along. So when you think about women are too emotional, women are too this, women are too that, again, the men created this world, which is why they get so hurt when somebody like Lori Harvey come and buck their little system. It's like,
no, she do one of them on them.
and it's like the audacity. This world I made for me to thrive. How dare you thrive in a world for me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, Linda's and Larry's. Like,
I'm taking notes. That's all I know.
you got your pen and your pad.
Take my notes, honey.
Pen
I ain't
and
gonna take notes. I'll be her sidekick. We're gonna go out together and find them.
listen, if I could hang with Lori, listen, I don't know if I could hang with Lori because listen, I'm well into my 30s. And Lori, whew, honey, she made me tired just watching her. I be like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Because she be out, like out. But if I had an opportunity to just hang with her for, a little weekend, I could probably muster up a weekend. I think it'll be great. Like, just think of the people that you would meet, the time you would have, the moment you would spend. Like, me and Lori could be like real good friends. And you know what? I don't know that because she could be crazy. But I could sacrifice that for a weekend.
I'll take a weekend when she's not sad and depressed and thinking about this engagement. I'll give her time to get back to herself.
So, okay. So I saw in the good old social media news, I want to bring this up too. It was presented to me that just recently, you know what I'm saying, while I cannot confirm or deny this, you know what I'm saying, I can't confirm, but it was recently spoken that she had just been hanging out with Jack Harlow.
Yeah, I saw that.
The KFC guy?
Not the KFC.
Listen, all I know is whatever little dance he was doing,
Not the
he dancing right on over there.
KFC guy. Listen.
They
He'll
just
put
had like
her
a
in
whole
the
KFC
G
weekend for him.
L A.
Listen. The fact that you label him the KFC, while
They
that
just had
is
a whole KFC weekend for him here in Smyrna.
his most recent thing, his recent KFC meal. I don't think he want to be called
Be Jordan's chicken and then not even good chicken. She couldn't find a Popeyes man.
He said he could put it in first class.
up in the sky, popping champagne, huh?
Licking them thighs or something, whatever he said.
And you know what? The only thing I don't want to see is, again, I don't know Michael B. I don't know who he is outside of what the media shows him to be, which is, like you said, Larissa, a very private man, a very seemingly put together man, in his 30s. What I don't want to see is her pull a Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye in his best prime, you know what I'm saying? We know he needs some some counseling right now. But when I think of Kanye was at a great space before he met Kim. And when he got with Kim, he was still, staying in that great space. And then somewhere along the line, we went left. But I don't want her to go from someone like a Michael B status of what we think he is to someone like a Pete Davis to what we know he is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Honestly, that would be her business and nothing that we could control. At that point, then she can be judged. Because ain't no way, after Michael B, you gotta go up. Like, what? I just feel like that would just be ridiculous at this point. You're not dating up, you're dating down.
Like the KFC man.
Again, I was just about to say, Larissa, like,
He was recently famous.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this transition from Michael B to Jack Harlow. And no shade against Jack Harlow. He put in his work just like everybody else. And, that may be the fun she's looking for. You know what I'm saying? She may, not want to feel, she may be in that 20, sometimes when you get 25.
He is young.
Very. And you get 25 and you start thinking, oh, Lord, I'm getting closer and closer to 30. I'm getting older. I'm feeling some type of way. So she may be going through her pre midlife crisis. I don't know. But hopefully Jack Harlow is like a 30-minute sensation, not no whole.
Maybe it's for a chicken deal. I don't know. I can't get over just the chicken man of all people.
If he got enough money for her, go ahead.
Let the Colonel live, Larissa. Let the Colonel live.
I mean, KFC ain't been good since never. She at least could have did Popeyes, Miss Winters, somebody.
I don't like Miss Winters chicken up. I don't like it.
It's got a better name than KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Well, what I was going to say a little earlier is I think, isn't this like Michael B. Jordan's first black woman publicly?
Is it?
No, I think it's the second. His last relationship was public, but they were saying something about he missed her. I don't believe that, but
I was just bringing that up to say is Lori Harvey might, because I feel like at one point we were knocking him, or people were knocking him for only dating white women. So Lori Harvey may have canceled black women for him.
Could be.
Nuh-uh, because we got ELO. She gonna bring it all back together.
I sure am. Put me in first class.
Up in the sky, popping champagne. Girl, listen. I don't even know. When I think about the celebrities, like I joke around a lot about the celebrities out there. But for me, I'm thinking like, who would have that, like, okay, I'm not joking, I'm serious. I would want to settle down with this type of person. You know what I'm saying? That isn't already married. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of celebrities, because it's not, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's a bit of celebrities that's either in a committed relationship or married, or they jump around.
Around Michael's age?
I'm a stand in Drake line.
Listen, everybody wants to stand in Drake line. Like,
I don't need to stand in Drake line. I'm just going to be honest with you. Michael could do it for me, or Devon Franklin. I would be a minister's wife.
Okay. Larissa, you staying in Drake line?
That's the only person I could think of, I think.
Okay. All right. Now, don't get me wrong, Michael B, he seemed, great. I like the fact that he's very private. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, even though he's a big name, you don't really know what he doing outside of a movie. Like, you don't know. Or besides, like, he may post something here and there, but you don't really know what's going on.
Shaquille O'Neal. He's funny looking, but like, he's funny looking, but like,
he too big.
Personality wise, like from seeing him on TV and watching like his YouTube and all that.
Listen,
might be a great niche.
Listen,
it's hard to look at.
Listen, Shaquille is not the one for me, but I can see where you're going with that, because Shaquille O'Neal is living his best life, saying
He's very humble.
he's doing any and everything he wants to. He's doing sports casting, he's got businesses, he's DJing, he's skating, he's anything he could possibly, like, he seems like a fun person to be around. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like, as he's growing, he's learned from his relationship with Shawnee, and he's, really in a space of like finding himself. But if I'm not mistaken, he's got somebody he's dating.
That's dating. They're not married.
What else can he do? He can't go back to Shawnee. She's married now.
I feel like, did he really like her? I don't know.
You feel like the person he with, if he liked her, he would have married her already?
Yeah.
No, did he really like Shawnee?
I think in the beginning,
Shawnee.
I think in the beginning they really, he really loved her.
Yeah, he loved her. He was the problem. He admits over and over he was the problem. You know, when you got money, you a black man.
Right. He met Shawnee like in the prime of his career. You know what I'm saying? He was Shaquille O'Neal and trying to make it through that phase, I assume, because I've never met nobody I've never dated anybody that's super over the top famous, but thinking about trying to make it through that phase, the insecurities you could go through. You got people throwing they 69 National 69 day at you every day. You know what I'm saying? That basketball, you played 3,752 games a day. You know what I'm saying? So you're always gone, always traveling. And then they got these kids. You feel alone at times. Like, I can only imagine trying to make it through that space. Like, the people that make it through that space, power to them. You are the strong ones. But trying to get through that space. Say that one more time.
I said they're not at home to see what's going on, so ain't no telling how they done made it through.
And you know what? That's with anybody. That's with any relationship that we have talked about today. We do not know. And that's my biggest gripe with all these conversations. We do not know what happens behind these closed doors. All we know is a picture that they put up. And by all means, if you look at my social media, you think I'm out here having a blast, honey. Living my best life, traveling out here in nature, sun-kissed, the glow, you know what I'm saying? But honey, I've been sick for 2 weeks. And don't nobody know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know, you know what I'm saying? Or, the days when you just tired, you're like, ugh, I don't even feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the social media is not a full rendition of what is going on. It's just a rendition that you want to show people. And Michael B., if you are listening, ELO is available. And
very much.
If you do not want ELO by chance, she's a wonderful girl.
That's not a chance.
I am available as well.
That's not a chance.
Larissa says she don't know about it, but I'm sure if given the right opportunity, maybe she might be available too. Drake, if you're listening, the line is available. We are here for you.
I will drive to Canada, and I use premium, and premium is about $5.30 right now. I will drive.
She will definitely drive to Canada because she drive everywhere and be leaving me all the time.
I'm gonna tell y'all who y'all sleeping on. August Alsina.
No.
I can pick him up.
I'm gonna let you have him because once he was with Jada, that ruined it for me.
Jada was with him.
That ruined it for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? No tea, no shade, because I feel like he could be a potential. But sometimes when you be like, oh, you was with that.
I ain't talking about for long term. I ain't talking about for long term. Apparently he did things Will couldn't do, so I'm trying to find those things out.
I don't know. I need somebody for long term because I need a long term lifestyle.
I do need a long term. That's what Michael B is for.
In the interim, you gonna hit it with August.
Definitely do a.
And you know what I'm starting to feel is that in order to get in, you gotta get in. So that means like you gotta find somebody like maybe in August to like get you in the know, so they talking about you, and then you move over to what you really want. Cause is that not what April's doing with Tay Diggs?
Listen, I love it. I think, okay, let me tell you what I told a friend. Here's what I think, and I feel like I'm right. Tay's always dated white women, married a white woman, got mixed kids. You know, the black quirky guy that the black girls never usually gravitate to? I think that's him. And he's found his quirky girl. And I think that's why they mesh so well, is because they both are on that side of life to where it's like, oh, she into the weird shit. Like, man, like, this is so cool. Oh my God. Like, you see how they play around like kids. Like, I feel like he feels like, oh my gosh, I've been needing this from my own kind. And, you know, white people love it. They soak it up. But black women, look at, boy, you better put some bass in your voice when you talk. Like, you know, the average, but I feel like that's what's happening. I love it. Like, even if it don't last, I feel like this is something he needed because he is black.
Well, I will say Tay Diggs, because Tay Diggs is on my list. I want to let you know that I am a bit quirky. Okay, I'm very very quirky. I'm very weird. Don't do me like that, Larissa. Don't do me like that. So if
I have
ever
no clue how I got attached to you, but very.
if ever you need a if this does not work with April and you need another quirky black person, I am it. I don't match with anybody. Like, I'm very different from each and every person I know. Nobody likes the things that I like. So yeah, Tay Diggs. He's on the list for me. Like, if that don't work, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. We could joke around. We could dress up in costumes, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about, dressing up, MomoCon, Dragon Con, whatever you want to do, Tay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Cause like you said, I think like their relationship, you know what I'm saying, it is something that he probably needed. It does look very fun to me, you know what I'm saying? And that's the relationship that I want. I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to joke. I want you to be on social media with me acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? Get on these TikToks and let's be retarded together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be crazy and not care. Because at the end of the day, so many people are on them about their age difference or all type of extra stuff. And I'm like, who cares? They having fun. And with Lori Harvey or anybody, if they're having fun in that moment, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that time span is, whether it's 30 days, 6 months, a year, 30 years, long as you are having fun in the time span that you're supposed to have fun, that's all that should really matter. Like, at the end of the day, that's all that should really matter. You know what I'm saying? While you're dating, you know what I'm saying? Once you decide, to get married, because that's what dating is, making sure that you work together, you mesh together, you're having a good time, you can feel confident in, the person that you have. That's what dating is. So, I don't even remember how long April and Tay have been dating, but
It's been a few months. I don't think it's been long, but at least 5 to 6, at least been that long. I feel.
Yeah.
I just feel like they just start posting the last few months, but I still feel like they've been talking a little bit longer than that.
I think that's also the issue with bringing it back to Michael and Lori is that he posted, or they posted things that was so, like, he started off big from the beginning, like grand gestures from day one, basically. And I think
he had to.
And I think that's what has people so in uproar as well. It's like, he's doing all this big, grand, wonderful, like it's so big, and we got so.
And it was probably small to him.
Those could be I'm sorry. His public I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
That could be the I'm sorry I did this, so let me post it on Instagram so people still know we together.
Yeah.
Or I really, really messed it up. Let's get married so that we can try to fix it.
Or it could be, look, Micah, I really don't want you. Okay, well, let me do this right quick to keep you. You know what I'm saying? She could have expressed like, I really want to go. Okay, well, let's go on a trip to Belize right quick. Okay, I guess we can go to Belize.
But see, like I said earlier, the signs were there. She probably already knew she wasn't trying to do long term, and he just was not trying to hear it.
Listen, whatever it is, Lori, if you want to talk about it, the Tony Dominic show is available to have a sit down with you. Bring it to the Pink Table Talk. Michael, if you want to talk about it, the Tony
I'm
Dominic
here.
show is here for you. And we'll bring Ela on that show, Michael. Like,
I want to be Lori's best friend.
bring it to the, well, okay, so if we get Lori, we'll bring Larissa. If we
got
get
it
Michael, we'll bring Elo back. Let's all bring it to the Pink Table Talk. So, like, I want to be, this is slight selfish, but I want to be like the show that gets the exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they go to the big names every time. Like, bring a, small business show up and bring the conversation over here. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Let's have a good conversation about it. So, y'all, also, since we talking about all the people on Twitch that are watching, thank you so much. Let's have a conversation. Don't sleep on Twitch, okay? T-Pain just had a conversation letting y'all know he makes more money on Twitch than he did in 4 years of making music.
I need to get on
What
Twitch.
T-Pain got to talk about?
T-Pain, he plays video games on Twitch.
Yeah, so just the commentary and stuff.
Yeah, so you get to like talk to him and vibe with him and chat with him while he's playing his video games. He also sometimes, have celebrities and stuff in the background that are hanging with him, so you get to see that stuff on the behind the scenes thing. But listen, do not sleep on Twitch. There are gamers. I know Twitch is mostly known for gamers, but there's also podcasts that have podcasts on Twitch. There's DJs doing music streams and stuff on Twitch. I've met a couple of people here, and yeah, it's a platform that has room for growth. And when you get on that bottom level and you blow up with it, listen, and it has a space for Black content creators because Black people is popular right now. So listen, don't sleep on Twitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Look up some more information on Twitch.
Listen, and it's a real good time. It's such a good time for me. I don't know about nobody else, but for me. But back to the conversation at hand. I feel like I gotta announce my sponsors, even though I ain't got none yet. Even though I ain't got none yet, my sponsors. They come. You know what? They are. Wait a minute. Okay, so Elo, you had tapped in on something earlier that I wanted to play with the thought of a little bit. And that since it's Pride Month, that is, how do we know Lori doesn't, play on the rainbow?
We don't know.
That she don't play on the rainbow. And nothing against the rainbow, y'all. I love the Rainbow Village. I'm not a part of the Rainbow Village, but I support y'all. Love who you need to love, long as it's legal. I mean, not legal in the sense of 2 males and 2 females. I mean, like, legal as of age, like, long as they're of age, legal. I don't want nobody trying to counsel me talking about, it ain't legal in my state. That ain't the legal I'm talking about. I'm talking about over 18 legal. Okay. Don't be falling in love with no 16-year-old. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Is it even public for people to be on the rainbow these days? Like, is it still a secret? I mean, of course you have some people that are like public with it, but maybe she doesn't want to be public with it.
I think it still has a little taboo to it, depending on who you are.
I think on certain levels there's some taboo.
Yeah. Especially since with Lori Harvey being the sex symbol that she's supposed to be, or that, the media has made her out to be, it would be
You would think that it's more free to be who you are these days, but it's still some elites that feel like it's still going to be damaging to some relationships around them, whether it be
Right.
business or personal.
Kind of like a Niecy Nash vibe. For the longest, she was like, no, no, no. I love men. She was out here teaching women how to please their men. And then she threw a whole audible and married a woman.
Yeah.
What if it just came up overnight?
I mean, love is love. So if someone makes you feel loved and they happen to be the same sex, I guess run with it.
Or what if she came into a bunch of male Lori Harveys and she just switched and went across the street?
Mm. A bunch of male Lori Harvey. No, because I thought she was married. Wasn't Lisa Nash married?
Mm.
Before, yeah, she was married to a preacher, she said.
Yeah, before she, took that little space and then, married over. But the girl that she married had been in her life for several years, to my understanding.
Yeah,
So maybe they were in the closet together and they finally decided to come out the closet. I mean,
absolutely.
I never
You know,
understood
when you
why
have
there
that
were
person you
closets if
run
you're
to and
gonna do it.
confide to, and in reality, that's the person that you see secretly in love with. That's
Mm.
what they say. I never experienced it, but that's what
I
they
was just
say.
finna say, y'all got that person in your life where you like, okay, I'm out here single,
Mm-mm.
but I got that one person of the opposite sex and or same sex that I like to cry, as Elo would say, cry on their shoulders.
That's right.
So is it a fake cry or is it a save me cry?
It's a save me cry.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have
When
to
that
go out and
happens,
find
it's
that. Tell
usually
Lori to
save
call me
me.
so I can find it.
Or it's usually think for me. It's either save me or tell me what to do.
Mm. And that's the space because okay, so I want to just the last thing because I ain't gonna hold you because it is National 6-9 and I want y'all to go out there and get y'all some before the day ends.
Mm, that's right. Oh, we done already passed my little 15 minutes. Hmm.
Not your 15. They should be on the way with some food by now.
Listen, 10 o'clock hit. I'm definitely gonna have to be gone.
Listen, they should be on the way with some food. So last question is so everyone feels that Lori Harvey is in the wrong because she so-called turned down a possible Michael B proposal. Again, we don't know because it's not like they posted a picture of him proposing to her. Did anybody see anything in the social media of him proposing down on one knee, doing some
No,
extravagant proposal?
no, and I really feel like they were taking it from him buying the house, saying that that would be the next step, but there was nothing of a proposal yet.
So, I mean, again, I just want to, kind of bring it all together. Is Lori Harvey really in the wrong? And should more women think in the mindset of a Lori Harvey?
Lori Harvey is not wrong. In my opinion, she stood up for every tired woman in America. We're not settling just to settle to get a new last name or get a fancy ring. We don't care about your house that he bought. We don't care about your trips to Belize, Africa, Jamaica, wherever else. We are going to stand up for what we want and move on accordingly. And that's what it's going to be.
Okay. Elo, what's your final take?
I don't feel like she's wrong. I'm gonna stand on that. I don't feel like she's wrong. I don't feel like she's the new model for what women should be, but I feel like to each his own. If you decide to go that route and just date casually until you feel like you ready to marry, that's even if we don't even know if she want to get married, like that's another whole conversation. Like just the idea of who your end partner is gonna be is your total decision, and it's not just one person's decision. Like you have to decide for yourself too. So I don't feel like she's wrong.
All right. And these both of these ladies said something really, really important. Is one Elo with the um she may not want to ever get married, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And for Larissa, she's standing up for what she wants to do and how she wants to do it. I personally am on the side of let people do what they want to do, how they want to do it in general. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, whether it's a transgender, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you are, whatever you feel you need to do, do it. Do what makes you happy and do it 110% the way you want to do it. Because at the end of the day, none of these people out here are paying your bills. None of these people out here are providing for you in any type of way, whether it's emotional or spiritual or anything. Everybody's just out here judging, and the most of the people that are judging are very unhappy people. Or I'm a firm believer that each person sees and understands within their bubble. You know what I'm saying? So if you have an opportunity to look at somebody's bubble, which social media gives us the opportunity to do, you can't think past your bubble because you bubble minded. You know what I'm saying? So you're mad at Lori for, oh, well, Michael B. did. He was this wonderful man to her. Well, maybe she ain't want a wonderful man. Maybe she in her bad boy phase, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? How many times do men have to get it together? Oh, he's not ready to settle down. He's sowing his wild oats. You know what I'm saying? How many times have we heard that back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, let people, male or female, do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And whatever her journey in life is, it will come to her the way it's supposed to come. And whatever Michael B. journey in life is, it'll come to him the way that it's supposed to come for him. And it's all for us to just enjoy the entertainment, watch it, eat our popcorn, drink our wine, and focus on our own lives. Because is y'all married? And men, are y'all presenting these things to the women that in the manner that Michael B. is presented to Lori? To have a conversation about it, to have a feeling about it. Find a person that matches you. Okay. We talked about it last week. Matching energy. Find the people that matches your energy. You know what I'm saying? Like Tay Diggs and April are finding people that match your energy. Whether it's, if you want a gold digger, find somebody who want to be a gold digger. If you want to get married, find somebody who want to get married too. If you want to be out here swinging from tree to tree, limb to limb, find somebody who want to swing from tree to tree, limb to limb. And that's all I got to say about it. Ladies, I thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And chatting with me. I appreciate y'all so much. I ain't going to hold you. Make sure y'all get some for me because I ain't got none to get. No, I'm just joking.
Will do.
No, I'm just joking. But y'all have a good day. Thank you so much. If you ever want to come back to the Pink Table Talk, you are very much welcome. I'll let y'all know what the topic is next week. Or if y'all got a good topic y'all want to bring to the table. If y'all are out there listening, want to bring something to the table, hit us up. Ladies, if y'all have something y'all sitting and it ponders across your mind, bring it to the Pink Table and we'll definitely talk about it. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
All right. That was a good conversation, right? Like, how y'all felt about Lori Harvey? I know we have talked about it. People have talked about it. You probably done been at work talking about it and everything. And I just wanted to put it on the table here as well because it's a good topic. You know, dating the Lori Harvey way, is it good or bad? The two ladies say it's not bad. She's doing what she want to do for her life. And I have to agree, you know, do what you need to do for your life. Like, I don't understand why we so pressed about what Lori Harvey and Michael are doing. They're not even pressed. They are taking their time to figure it out for themselves, what it looked like. For all we know, Michael B. might got another lady already. You know what I'm saying? It take him a minute to bring forth the attention like that. So he may take even longer, you know, with this Lori Harvey debacle to bring it forth. But by all the means, it's fine. You know, he can do what he want to do. And I'm okay with that. Michael B., I'm available. Drake, Tay Diggs, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all have a good night. Let's see who's on. Do we want to rate anybody? Let's see who's on. Do we want to rate it? Here I go, messing stuff up. Let's see who's see. It's not that many people in the chat. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna force y'all to really listen to nobody else. But I am gonna go and lurk and see who's out on the good Twitch streams. You know, check a few people out. Check a few people out. Y'all have a good night. Have a good night. We're gonna play this song right here because I feel like it fits.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go